About a week ago, when we were on our way to Loch Katrine and Lake Sumner, we crossed this riverbed, and from the bridge it looked very narrow and very unassuming, but there was a track. So this morning we went into the village, had breakfast, and I thought, why not? So I had the cameras in the car and we drove, and I actually thought it was a different river, and I came back and I thought, okay, let's give it a bash. And it was absolutely awesome fun. When traveling solo, you've always got to be careful of having a single vehicle. So when we got into the riverbed, it was generally stony, and it was fine. A little bit later on, there was some mud, and when we got to the water, I was a little bit more cautious. But we did have cell signal, and I don't know who I would have phoned, but we were careful. My tires are at 1.8 bars. I know here everyone works in PSI. I haven't a clue what that is in PSI. But yeah, it went well. It was also nice having the drone up. So we went upriver for probably about 7 kilometers. It got very narrow in parts, but it was really fun. If you enjoy these adventure videos, please consider subscribing and also clicking the notification bell, and even if you feel like it, click the little like. It really helps, and it just gives me more motivation to make more videos. So if you would, that would be great. The water was never deeper than, I don't know, probably 20-30 centimeters. The biggest issue is I've got my rooftop tent on, and the branches in some cases were low, and we had to stop, reverse. Gloria had to get out and watch, and we managed to get past. There's one branch that you probably need a chainsaw to just cut back a little bit, but the rest were fine. As I mentioned earlier, I've been in New Zealand 9 years, and this is the most off-road fun I've had in 9 years. I really enjoyed my day. Well, it wasn't even a day, it was a few hours. This was probably the most difficult part of the trail. Muddy side slope, and the mud was very slippery. You tended to slide sideways, but nothing too bad. But it was just added to the fun. I've still got my original tires on, which need to be replaced. I've got Yokohamas on, and I've never been overly impressed with them. On the road they're fine, on the beach they're fine, but I think for this sort of work I need to get myself some new tires. So that's the next plan. When we got to the bridge, we'd originally thought that was where we were going to pull back onto the motorway and go home. And we looked at one another and thought, this has been so much fun, let's just carry on. So we carried on. It widened out a little bit, and it wasn't as exciting, it wasn't water, but it was still fun. And after a few kilometers, probably 3 or 4, we ended up on the beach. And well, I wouldn't call it a beach, it's stones, but we ended up at the sea. So we'll definitely be back, come fishing probably. And yeah, it was a fantastic morning. The biggest thing for me is it's only 21 minutes from the river mouth back to my house. So it means lots of short trips after work, weekends. It doesn't have to be a whole day.